Today in clown news, which is a thing now, a school was closed after a woman says she was attacked by a clown with a very specific threat, according to local stations. A woman said a man dressed in a striped outfit, a red wig, and a white clown mask grabbed her around the throat as she sat smoking on her porch on Terrace Drive around 4 a.m. Friday. The woman told police, the clown told her, "I should just kill you now. Students and teachers will wish they were never born at the junior and senior high school today."
Wow.
So one juvenile male was arrested in connection to this. This is just the most recent in a string of a lot of them have been found to be clown hoaxes. 12 people have been apprehended or charged with making threats, chasing people, and making false claims as well. All schools in Reading, Ohio, where this occurred, were closed on Friday.
What's a clown hoax?
Well, I mean, it just seems like there's a New York Times article out today that's talking about the recent clown threats and surges. Like people say there's a clown in the forest, a clown chased me, a clown threatened me.
It turns out it's just Trump.
A lot of it, they mistook Donald Trump. A lot of it was just not
Doesn't
true.
mean a hoax being because you're not a real clown.
But this one,
they aren't real clowns. Let me tell you that. They're not real clowns. Real clowns would never do this to children. It's fake clowns, people masquerading as clowns, the symbol of happiness and joy at birthday parties around the world.
They're hiding behind the clown's garb and mirth. That's what they're using. It's like when I got stuck up on Halloween. That was so wrong.
We should take all these fake clowns and put them in one tiny car.
That's what I say. and drive them into a little tiny pool.
That's the coulrophobia. This is the actual name.
That is the word for clown
of the
phobia.
fear of clowns.
Cornophobia.
Coulrophobia.
Coulrophobia.
And it became popularized when Stephen King wrote the book It, which was made into a television movie starring Tim Curry, a very talented actor. And the idea, there was a report about, I know a lot about clowns. There was a report about a child's psychiatric unit or a child area in a hospital that they decorated with clowns, and they had it decorated that way for a while. And afterwards, they asked the children what they thought of the clowns on the walls, and all the kids were like, "They're terrifying. Don't do this to us anymore." But if they had a clown interact with them as part of treatment to get over whatever their psychiatric problems were, that helped. And what they found out is that a photo of a clown never stops smiling, no matter what's happening around it. And someone with a clown mask on, it never changes its expression, and that is terrifying, something that will stay smiling no matter what kind of stimuli you give it. So that's why people are afraid of clowns.
Yeah.
That's why I'm afraid of Vanna White.
I mean, there's also John Wayne Gacy.
Also John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah. Well, it's
Not a clown, by the way.
It's become a little bit of a phenomenon, and it seems like someone in this case kind of took advantage of, maybe you could call it mass hysteria, and dressed like a clown and made a very specific threat. This person was allegedly a junior at a local school, and he did say the junior and senior high school students, so I don't know what he's trying to avoid and why he went to these measures.
Hearing the stories. I don't know where it started. Again, is this another internet meme thing that starts out?
There was a story, I want to say,
this has been
4 or
everywhere.
5 months ago about,
It's
that was
been
the first
happening,
one. And
consistently.
It has been happening, and I don't know where you want to point the fingers, but there was American Horror Story a few seasons ago. There was a terrifying clown that lived in the woods. And
Oh, no
people
kidding.
weren't scared
The
by
setting
its
was like in the
approach.
50s or so, I think, and I did see that one.
It's one of those things that you can hear about it, and it just involves buying a mask.
But it's not new. What just happened? Again, you said It, Stephen King's It from like 1985 or something.
It's kind of just spreading. One person did it initially,
Right.
and now there have been alleged clown spottings in Wisconsin, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Mississippi, Virginia, Florida, Maryland, and Tennessee, with this adding Kentucky and Ohio.
Yeah, I mean, this is like when I was a kid. Remember lighting farts? How it got passed around. You hear your friend, you see a video, the guy does it, starts screaming. You go, oh, I like to do that. Yeah. And then that's how. You never did that?
I never did it. I had some
Is
friends
that
that did it.
Is
You
that a
can,
boy thing?
But
Yeah.
Okay.
Because women don't.
Women don't fart.
Fart ever?
No, right?
Have I got news for you?
Yeah, I know. Only when they laugh or sneeze.
I mean, I hate to say it, but It's generally a white guy thing more than
What
a
the
guy thing. I'm just going to keep it real.
You get hours of more content if you're a TYT member.
Somebody go get a six-pack.
And let's all enjoy it together. TYTnetwork.com/join.